Hello all, I am Dr. Tripti Koladkar, a medical director for Tripti Eye Care Center, Pune. Today I take an opportunity to have a conversation with you. Generally, whenever we talk about retinal disorders, it is almost always diabetic retinopathy, then age-related macular degenerations or retinal detachments. But today I want to touch a very sensitive topic, that is retinopathy of prematurity. What is it? Retinopathy of prematurity is nothing but a retinal disorder seen in preterm kids. Generally, 1 in 9 born kids, one is a preterm kid. So, in these kids, we see this disorder quite often. More the preterm, more is the prematurity disorder. So, why this topic? Because the awareness is very poor, and this awareness can help kids to have a better vision in future. So, what is retinopathy of prematurity, or widely known as ROP? ROP is nothing but it is the vascularity change when a preterm kid gets exposed to to the normal atmosphere, which is an insult for this retinal vasculature. Initially, it goes into a halt stage, and eventually it goes into a florid stage where these new vessels form and they bleed or they cause retinal detachment in these newborns. This is visually hampering. Generally, whatever preterm kids we screen, almost 15% of kids go into a sight-threatening ROP disease. That is a stage where we need to treat these kids. ROP is nothing but a blinding disease in infants 4 weeks or more preterm or with extensive neonatal care. In these kids, they are already having an insult for survival. They are trying their level best to survive, and with good healthcare facilities, the survival rate is improved definitely. But all these kids are pushed towards this disorder, that is retinopathy. And on an average of total preterm screen, as I said, 15% goes into sight-threatening condition. So, whom should we screen? Should all preterms should be screened? Not really. Preterms 4 weeks, that is 34 weeks and less, should be screened. Then kids having a birth weight of 2 kgs or 2000 grams should be screened, or kids between 34 weeks to 36 weeks of birth having extensive NICU stay or oxygen supplementation for long should be screened. Whom should we screen? Babies, preterm babies who are born at 34 weeks are one. Secondly, babies who are 2000 grams or 2 kgs or less. And third, babies born between 34 weeks to 36 weeks having a extensive neonatal care or a longer NICU stay. Or there are certain risk factors where the babies are already under stress, like they need higher oxygen supplementation, then babies having sepsis, they are having respiratory disorders, intraventricular hemorrhage, or babies having poor weight gain. Preterms having poor weight gain may require a screening. So, when should we screen these babies? Not immediately, as I said. Generally, as soon as the baby is born, the vascularity of the retina comes to a halt, and eventually it goes into a florid stage. ROP is a very dynamic time-bound condition. So, when should we screen these babies? It is not immediately, as at the time of birth there is no changes that is seen. Eventually, with time, this ROP goes into a florid stage. At that time we need a screening. So the best time would be between 25 to 30 days of birth, or during the discharge, when during an NICU discharge, whatever comes earlier, right? So in every maternity home or an NICU, there has to be certain protocols, operation protocols, what we say. As soon as the baby is born, you should know the gestational age of the baby, whether it is preterm or a full term. Secondly, what is the birth weight of the baby. Third thing, whether he had any insult or a stress factor, like whether the baby didn't cry or required oxygen supplementation or had any other sepsis or had meningitis or any other conditions that has to be evaluated, and such babies should be noted down. Once noted down, then approximately around a month later they need a ROP screening that has to be kept in the mind, and accordingly the parents should be counseled. The parent counseling is a must, because first of all they are under stress that whether my baby is going to survive or not, and as soon as the survival chances increases, the rest all comes, they try to delay things. So that should not happen. 1 month ROP screening or an ophthalmologist visit is a must. Once the parents are counseled and they know what are the pros and cons, then next comes taking an appointment with an ophthalmologist. That can be done from hospital also, where the baby is already in the NICU. It can be, the screening can be done in the NICU setup, or if the baby is discharged, it can be done with an ophthalmologist in his OPD clinics. So the first screening is a very crucial step where it can bore an effect over the patient's or over the baby's vision, and we can make a healthy, visually active baby, or we can delay the screening and make him suffer. So whatever is the best, we should decide. So once screened, what next? Once we go for a screening, the dilatation is done, the ophthalmologist takes the charge, he evaluates the retina, whether it is, then once evaluated, then he stages the disease. He decides what zone it is into and what stage it is into. A particular stage disease may require treatment, rest may require re-evaluation. So periodic frequent re-evaluation is a must, and periodic re-evaluation continues up to the age of 2 years. If the patient requires or the baby requires treatment, then the ophthalmologist has to take the decision as in when to treat the kid. Generally, it is on an urgent basis, because here time is what we say, it is the deciding factor whether the baby is going to have a good vision or not. So as soon as we decide for the lasers are generally done in certain sittings, maybe 2 sittings or 1 sitting, depending upon how the baby is, whether the baby is comfortable or not. It is done in an ICU setup, or it can be done in clinics with good pediatrician support. So what are the treatment modalities? Most common and gold standard is lasers, where it ablates off the avascular bad retina, not bad or unhealthy retina, what we say, and we try to salvage the good healthy retina, where the center of the vision is maintained. Second, other modalities, off-label modalities, are giving intravitreal injections. There are certain drugs, anti-VEGFs, where we can inject them and try salvaging maximum retina as possible. Or if the parents come in a very delayed stage, or when the baby is already into a stage of detachment, then vitreoretinal surgeries may be an option. Post-treatment, what do we say is, does every baby have a good vision once treated? No, we can't guarantee that. But yes, we can at least give them a better vision than what it would have gone into. So there are certain treatment sequelae also, there are certain complications also. There can be, a baby can have a poorer vision compared to the rest babies. It can go into high refractive errors. It can have, the baby can have squint, or if left untreated can go blind. So it is the responsibility not only of the parents, but it is the responsibility of the neonatologist, the parents and the ophthalmologist. The trio together can salvage baby's vision, and the baby can have an academically and economically survival vision also. So let's take a pledge and let every preterm be screened and evaluated and treated at the best facilities possible. Thank you. For further contact, you can mail me on triptieyecare@gmail.com. Thank you.